On Friday morning, January 2026, one of the world's most elusive fugitives was finally caught. After years on the run, Ryan James Wedding, a former Canadian Olympic snowboarder turned alleged international drug kingpin, was arrested in Mexico City, bringing an end to a global manhunt that stretched across continents, cartels, and courtrooms. For U.S. authorities, the arrest marked the collapse of what they describe as one of the most powerful cocaine trafficking networks operating today. For investigators, it was the moment a ghost finally materialized. And for the public, it raised a chilling question. How does an Olympic athlete become a man the FBI openly calls a modern-day Pablo Escobar? Before we break down the full timeline of Ryan Wedding's rise, disappearance, and capture, take a second to like this video and subscribe to Coded News. It helps us keep bringing you deep-dive crime stories with real timelines, real facts, and real consequences. And if you want more cases like this, make sure you check out the other videos on the channel after this one. Ryan Wedding's public story begins more than 2 decades ago. In February 2002, Wedding represented Canada at the Winter Olympic Games in Salt Lake City, Utah. Competing in the men's giant parallel slalom snowboarding event, he finished 24th overall. He did not win a medal, and within a few years, his athletic career faded from the spotlight. What happened next would take far longer to surface. By the late 2000s, U.S. authorities allege Wedding had entered the world of cocaine trafficking, operating within North America. His criminal activity eventually led to a U.S. federal conviction, and in 2011, he was released from federal prison after serving time for cocaine distribution. According to investigators, that release marked a turning point. Authorities allege that from 2011 onward, Wedding launched a far more ambitious operation, transforming from a trafficker into the alleged leader of a transnational drug trafficking organization. By the mid-2010s, officials say his network had expanded across the United States, Canada, Latin America, and the Caribbean, moving an estimated 60 metric tons of cocaine every year. To put that into perspective, investigators say the organization generated roughly $1 billion annually, making it the largest supplier of cocaine to Canada. But according to prosecutors, this was not just a business built on drugs. It was built on violence. Authorities allege that over the years, Wedding ordered dozens of murders across multiple countries. These killings, investigators say, were used to eliminate rivals, punish perceived betrayal, and protect the organization from law enforcement. One allegation stands out above all others. U.S. officials say Wedding killed a federal witness connected to a case against him, an act they describe as a deliberate attempt to silence cooperation and obstruct justice. As investigations intensified, Wedding vanished. By the late 2010s, U.S. and Canadian authorities believed he had fled to Mexico, where he was allegedly living under the protection of the Sinaloa cartel. Officials say this cartel protection allowed him to evade capture while continuing to direct operations from the shadows. To stay hidden, the FBI says Wedding used multiple aliases, including El Jeef, Giant, Public Enemy, James Conrad King, and Jesse King. Investigators also allege he underwent plastic surgery to change his appearance. Despite being one of the most wanted men in the world, authorities say Wedding lived openly and lavishly. If the story already sounds unreal, hit the like button. It helps Coded News reach more people who want serious crime reporting, not just headlines. By the early 2020s, the hunt for Wedding had become international. The FBI placed him on its 10 most wanted fugitives list, a designation reserved for the most dangerous criminals. In an effort to bring him in, authorities offered a $15 million reward for information leading to his arrest, one of the highest rewards in FBI history. Still, Wedding remained free. Behind the scenes, law enforcement agencies in the United States, Canada, and Mexico coordinated intelligence, tracked financial assets, and monitored seizures connected to his alleged empire. In November 2025, U.S. authorities seized one of Wedding's most visible symbols of wealth, a rare 2002 Mercedes CLK GTR, valued at approximately $13 million. The car is considered one of the rarest production vehicles ever made. Then, in December 2025, Mexican authorities struck another blow. They announced the seizure of roughly $40 million worth of racing motorcycles linked to wedding. Alongside the motorcycles, officials confiscated luxury paintings, valuable artwork, drugs, and other high-end items. But one discovery stunned investigators. Among Wedding's seized possessions were 2 Olympic gold medals. Authorities have not confirmed who the medals belonged to. Wedding himself never won an Olympic medal, raising serious questions about how he obtained them, and whether they were stolen, purchased illegally, or tied to other crimes. By early 2026, pressure was closing in. Then came Friday morning, January 2026. Ryan Wedding was arrested in Mexico City. U.S. officials have not released details about the arrest itself. However, reports citing Mexican security officials claim Wedding may have turned himself in at the U.S. Embassy. Authorities have neither confirmed nor denied that account. What they have confirmed is that Wedding is now in custody and will be extradited to the United States. At a press conference following the arrest, FBI Director Kash Patel described Wedding as a modern-day Pablo Escobar and compared his influence to that of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Canadian officials stood alongside U.S. authorities. Mike Duheme, Commissioner of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, emphasized that the arrest was only possible through international cooperation. He said no single country can fight transnational organized crime alone, and that communities across North America are safer now that Wedding is behind bars. Wedding is now facing a wide range of felony charges, including drug trafficking, money laundering, murder, witness tampering, and intimidation. He is expected to make his first court appearance on Monday, where extradition proceedings and formal charges will begin. What happens next could be explosive. Prosecutors believe the case may reveal how a former Olympian allegedly built a global cocaine empire, how cartel protection operates at the highest levels, and how someone so publicly known managed to disappear for years. If you want full coverage of the trial, the evidence, and what comes next, subscribe to Coded News and watch the other crime stories already on the channel. Because sometimes, the most dangerous criminals aren't hiding in the shadows. They're hiding behind achievements, wealth, and a past the world never questions. And when the truth finally catches up, it does so all at once.